Hey Taurus, this is going to be your Will We Be Together love relationship spread for the month of July. Keep in mind this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Taurus. If it resonates with you, that's great, but if not, feel free to check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. I'll leave a timestamp in the comment section below for when the reading begins, so let's just speed through this part. Okay, Taurus, so I'm going to read this side as your energy, this side as your partner's. If this side resonates with you more, feel free to reverse the roles. So let's just jump into this. First and foremost, I kind of want to put this out there, just kind of preface the reading. That way you may or may not, you'll know whether or not this reading may or may not be for you. I get this energy where it feels like, Taurus, you think someone else is happy, almost as if outer appearances, whether you two are on a break or apart, or it feels like there's some distance or some kind of issue here, and you feel like they're happy. Their outward facade is showing you that they're happy, but I will tell you that internally they are not. It feels like there's a little bit of mental torment coming from this person. So I want to put that out there first and foremost before we jump into this, so you know whether or not you may need to try a different sign or a different reading. So let's jump into it. Your present energy, you're coming up as the Queen of Cups, past energy, the Nine of Wands, and what you're hoping for is the Queen of Wands. So right off the bat, you're in a very, very intuitive mode, I feel. I get the Queen of Cups intuitive knack more than anything else that I get from her in this spread. I feel like intuitively you feel this person, you feel what's going on with them. You may even sense that there's some unhappiness within this person, because the relationship between the two of you isn't in the best place right now. You could be dealing with a Cancer as well. Their energy is here twice. I can tell though, even though the most dominant energy I'm getting from the Queen of Cups is her intuitiveness, I'm also getting here her capacity for emotion and love. So it's telling me here that you have a ton of emotion for this person. You care about them very, very deeply. And you sense things about them because of the connection you feel to them and how much you care about them. There's something here, and I can tell that this relationship has been a bit rocky in the past, or you two may have had some difficulties, disagreements, and not really been on the same page in the past, because you're coming up as the Nine of Wands as your past energy. Very, very defensive, very wounded. I don't know if that's coming from this relationship or if this is something that you brought in from a past relationship with the Nine of Wands, but there's a sense here where there's some baggage still, whether that baggage was packed from this relationship or if it was just dragged from the last one into this one. There's a sense for me that you've been through something. No matter how it's happened, there's a bit of trauma here that you've brought into this connection or this relationship, or that you've experienced in this relationship, and that kind of has you a bit skeptical sometimes, a bit apprehensive about showing this loving, deep, caring side of you that you want to. I can tell here that with the Queen of Wands showing up as what you're hoping for, you're hoping that this relationship works out and that you get what you want with the Queen of Wands, because not only do you have emotion and care and love for this person potentially, but you also have a lot of passion. You see so much potential. You see things that could be built together. You have a foresight that's implied with this Queen of Wands energy, because the Queen of Wands doesn't go after things flippantly. The Queen of Wands pursues things that she sees, has a long-term vision about. Now, I'm saying that in the context of this spread, because sometimes the Queen of Wands can have a bit of a promiscuous air as well, but I'm not sensing that in this particular spread. You may still be attracted to this person, but I don't sense that that's all that you want. The Queen of Wands is very good at kind of compartmentalizing things and people. So there are things that she sees true potential in that she will passionately pursue. And then there are things that are entertainment for that, you know, a short time period that she may want in the short term, but she's very good at compartmentalizing those two things. And I feel like you see some kind of potential here, but you're on guard. You're definitely on guard. If there were other cards here with the Queen of Wands, I would read this differently, but I feel like you're with both of these, it's balancing that energy, right? Water and fire, right? A little bit of your wateriness. Some of you may have Cancer somewhere else prominently in your chart. It's kind of tempering this fire. Now, for your person, they're coming up as the Seven of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, their past energy, and the Three of Pentacles is what they're hoping for. This person at their core with the Seven of Pentacles energy is waiting on you. And I'm telling you this because they don't like to show this. There's some energy here where this person does not like to feel vulnerable, because what they present is the King of Pentacles. That's what they brought in the past. So they present themselves as having everything together. The King of Pentacles is very financially stable. He dresses well. He lives well. He presents in a very, very kind of dapper way. He provides even stability to others. So there's a sense where the King of Pentacles is very stable in all aspects of his life, but especially when it comes to his career, his home, his personal life. He likes to present that in the best light with the King of Pentacles energy, because that's very important to him. The King of Pentacles is an energy where having stability is important, but also the appearances are very important to him as well. But despite this, despite what's going on here, because I can sense there's a little bit of a disconnect here, he's still waiting on you with the Seven. And keep in mind, this could be a she, right? I mean, tarot, it's not always about gender. So he or she could be waiting on you, but it's a more masculine energy. They're still waiting. There's a hopefulness to the Seven of Pentacles, but there's also an expectation with the Seven of Pentacles as well, because when you plant seeds, you expect them to grow, right? So he's wishing, he's hoping, but there's also an energy of expectation. He feels like this could be a good investment, or that he's invested time. Resources are very important to this kind of energy. So you could be dealing with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This person could also be really preoccupied with their investments right now, business. But they're waiting. They are waiting on something to happen, waiting on you, waiting on a sign, waiting on the right time. There's something here, because at the end of the day, the Three of Pentacles is what they're hoping for. They're hoping to collaborate with you, with the Three of Pentacles. This talks about working things out, working together towards an end goal. The two of you, I get this energy of like being goal oriented. One of you is very strongly, but this person wants to collaborate. They want to work things out. Now, the way the two of you view each other in the past, you view them as the Two of Swords, very, very indecisive, not making a move, a little bit closed off, protecting their heart potentially with the Two of Swords, not being willing to open up. And the way they view you as the High Priestess. They think you're very, very secretive. They think you're hiding something potentially with the High Priestess. They think that you don't show them all sides of you with the High Priestess. With both of these cards they also view you as very, very intuitive. For some reason, this person could have said things like, you can read my mind, you know exactly what I'm thinking. There's a connection here where they think that you can feel them at certain times, communicate with each other, spiritually, telepathically. Both of these cards are cards of intuition. So for you to be in this energy, you're embracing that energy, and them to view you as that in the past, there's a real intuitiveness to not only you, but this connection in general. Now, how you two view each other now, you view them as the sun. So this person could be someone who you feel like brings you joy, happiness. But what I really feel like is you see them, you view them as someone who is trying to appear very happy with this Sun card. I get this energy like they're trying to seem happy even when they're not, or trying to put on a brave face. But you can also view this person as really kind of a source of happiness and light in your life that you want to bring back in. Someone that you want to provide this kind of warmth to with the Sun. And they view you as the Ace of Cups. So they view you as someone who they have a deep well of emotion for with the Ace of Cups. They could view you as someone that they love, care about, are in love with, depending on the nature of this relationship. Someone that they want to offer the largest cup in the deck. The largest offer in the deck, the Ace of Cups too. This also is an energy sometimes where there's something about you, the way they view you, that causes them to well up with emotion as well. They're very emotional about you. They could also view you as someone who has always and will always care about them, that showed them a lot of love, care, and concern. Now, doubts and fears. Let's talk about this. So, your doubts and fears is the Queen of Swords. You're questioning if you are seeing this person's true nature, or if they're telling you the truth or will speak the truth to you. You fear not getting the complete truth, or this person cutting you off and you never getting the truth out of them. I get clarity is very, very important to you right now with this Sun card, Queen of Swords. I get that right now you're in a state where, especially with this Four of Swords coming up in your external, right now peace is paramount to you with this Four of Swords here. It's all about inner peace, finding tranquility in your environment. If someone's not bringing you something in a harmonious way, in a serene way, there's an energy like you don't want to deal with it. Some of you could be really doing a lot of meditation, really kind of coming into your own and finding your own answers within, with the Four of Swords energy. For them, their doubts and fears is the Nine of Swords, which tells me that they have a lot of anxiety about whether they're going to get what they want from this relationship, whether they can give what's necessary, or there's just there's a energy of stress about where this relationship is going and what can happen here to bring this into harmony here. With the Six of Pentacles coming up in their external, I get there's an energy here where this person is either trying to become a better person or is actively doing things to become a better person. It's a very charitable energy, so they could be giving their time to important causes, things that matter to them. There's an energy here where there could be something that they've seen, or an expression of care and love and concern that they've seen even outside of this relationship, that's shown them what they truly value and want in their life. I get that this person is growing. They're learning how to be more of a giver. They could also be dealing with some, I see that here, so they could be also dealing with some, I keep getting investments, some financial, could be hardships, but could just be difficulties at the time that they're just trying to work through. I don't see any energy where they won't be able to work through it, but it's just like a challenging time that they could be dealing with, where they may be needing to rely on assistance, a lot of loan programs that are going on right now, things like that, that could be external to this situation that could be adding to their stress. So what's the overall kind of outcome here for the two of you? So I get the Rider and Young Staff here. The Rider in this deck is like the Chariot card. Young Staff is the Knight of Wands. So I get an energy with the Rider here that there is an energy where the two of you will either be traveling together, traveling to see each other, or making strides to move forward in this relationship or this existing connection here. There's movement, and there's movement in a direction, and there's movement together here with the Rider. It's confirmed for me with the Young Staff card here, because it's telling me that both of you are going to be putting a lot of effort and energy with Young Staff here, to putting energy into making this relationship work and moving towards progress in this connection. I get for some of you that it's important for you both to take time with one another. Whether this could be taking a trip, just escaping, getting away to kind of reignite the passion here. I get that that is kind of what would allow you guys, if you can isolate yourselves just with each other, to give each other the time that's necessary to figure out where the two of you want to go, and put in the passion that's necessary and the communication and the effort that's necessary, both of you will be getting on the same page. And all of a sudden, this relationship is going to go kind of full steam ahead here. All of this waiting energy and questioning energy, it's going to completely clear out, it feels like, by the end of this month. Both of you will have a common direction, an agreed upon course of action here of where you're going to move this relationship and where it's going to go. And I feel like it's coming from a very, very pure place. And wherever there was inaction and uncertainty, all of a sudden that clears up, which is really nice to see. So I hope that this was helpful, provided a little bit of clarity for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.